Ahad, we just discussed about, we've been discussing about communication as one of the, important skills for a leader. What are some of the ways in which a leader can encourage an open communication within the organization?
Okay, Saleha. So for me, I mean, I will give you a few things that I believe would help in creating open communication. But before I do that, for me, it's very simple. To create open communication, you just have to be genuinely curious, just curious. And it is important to create open communication and have an environment that promotes this. Because ideally you want employees to be able to discuss problems openly, give you feedback, successes, ideas, and insights about what's happening without fearing anything. So in order to do that, I normally would encourage communication from top down. So lead by examples. You yourself as a leader have open communication with your employees so they can follow your example. The other advice I would give is, in the spirit of curiosity, ask versus tell. So don't, for example, instead of saying, what have you observed among our customers to bring you to this conclusion, you would say, what do you think? Open it, ask the question in a way that it will open up to ideas. I'd say, again, describe versus judge. So when you're discussing, an idea or behavior, for example, describe what you're seeing and be curious about it, and ask open-ended questions to encourage the flow of talk so that you can get insights, and your employee will then learn from you and apply the same. Important aspect of open communication is probably when you ask things, give priority to questions such as what and how versus why. An example, why haven't you finished the project on time, for example? The employee will feel like he's in the defensive mode automatically. Whereas if you ask the same question, but turn it into what happened that delayed you for this project, already there's no negativity, and it's an open question that does not aggress the employee. Therefore, they'll be able probably also to open up about what's happening outside the workplace. So that would give you more insights about them. I would say also acknowledge versus avoid. So in many instances, we see that when there is problems, leaders tend to avoid having the difficult discussions, acknowledge it right away, and move on with it. Attend versus ignore. So that means when an employee comes and talks to you, give it your undivided attention. Make him or her feel valuable. It's no good to have an open door policy and while someone is talking to you, keep fiddling with your phone or papers. The person does not feel valued. Always try to clarify, verify, and summarize throughout the discussion. So in that way, we know that there is no misunderstanding, no assumptions, and that you really understand what this person is saying.